The White Rabbit is extremely anxious to make sure he is always timely. Such characteristics lead to his diagnosis with general anxiety disorder.
He could also be seen as OCD, due to his compulsion to constantly check the time and obsession with timeliness. He could even be considered as having a phobia of being late.
Peculiar place to have a party.
Say you've got a huge presentation in front of all your colleagues. You're nervous. You've got quite a bit of stress leading up to the presentation. That stress is completely normal, and really probably useful in certain situations since it can make you more alert and careful. After the presentation's over, you feel the stress start to fade away, right? Well, for 3% of the population, the stress doesn't go away, and maybe that stress isn't even brought on by a specific event, and it's always just sort of there. Either way, at this point, it's considered to be anxiety. That anxiety might get worse over time and cause things like chest pains or nightmares. Sometimes the anxiety is so severe that it causes someone to be anxious about leaving the house or doing everyday things, like going to work or school. This anxiety might be a sign of generalized anxiety disorder, sometimes shortened to GAD. GAD is characterized by excessive, persistent, and unreasonable anxiety about everyday things like money, family, work, and relationships. Even sometimes the thought of getting through the day causes anxiety. If the anxiety is persistent, then it doesn't seem to go away. If it's excessive, it's usually more than someone else might feel, and if it's unreasonable, they probably shouldn't have a reason to feel anxious about it. People who have GAD might even understand that their anxieties are excessive and unreasonable, but they feel it's out of their control and don't quite know how to stop it. People with severe GAD might be completely debilitated and have trouble with the simplest daily activities, or they might be only mildly affected and might be able to function socially and hold down a job. Sometimes the feelings might worsen or improve over time. In addition to having feelings of worries and anxiety, other symptoms include edginess and restlessness, difficulty concentrating or feeling like the mind just goes blank, and also irritability. And these psychological symptoms can also lead to physical manifestations of symptoms, like digestive problems from eating more or eating less. They might also have muscle aches and soreness from carrying tension in their muscles. Finally, difficulty sleeping is a really common symptom that can have a serious impact on physical well-being, since the body's not resting. And this can lead to issues of chronic fatigue.